No confusion about this. It's Battlefield 9 or 19. Okay? Great. I can't help it. I'm just addicted to grumbling, fault finding, and complaining. That one.
It's a big one.
Because that's all we do when things don't go our way. I've used many excuses myself to stop doing from what I need to do. Making up any excuse not to follow through with what I said or how I need to be or what I need to do. And that happens a lot here. A lot of fingers get pointed at the situation or the place or your counselor or what's going on with you internally. You look externally for how you feel inside. And that's wrong. That's wrong. I've told you about so many times, the very thing that you are running away from is the very thing you need to face. And the devil uses all kinds of little tricks to get you away from it. And the most impressive one is one of these. If you constantly point out wrongs, you are at risk of these following things. Just putting a limit on yourself. Putting a limit on yourself. Isolating important relationships. Yeah. You know what? The opposite of watch this couple of things, but the opposite of addiction is connection. Addiction puts a wedge in between what's important to you and you. So you've got this massive thing in there. So once that goes away, you can connect again. Because you feel the shame and the guilt and all those kind of things are so heavy on you that you long for connection, and that's the very thing driving you away is your addiction. So it's very important to have important relationships in your life to guide you and help you. At that moment, it might feel that they're so against you. They haven't got your best interests at heart. They push you away, but it's not the truth. It's not the truth. Don't believe lies. The devil is very good at making something look right, almost. Almost right thing. It's not the truth. Nothing in this place here is against you. Nothing. The battle is in here. Constant on a daily battle. Fiery dart, the Bible calls it. Or arrow. All day long. Steals days from you. Because you're busy with the wrong things. And once you fault find, it's easy to find people to agree with you that things are not right. So you surround yourself with those people, and guess what grows?
Negativity.
Cynicism. Yes, and when you're in that kind of headspace, you turn people off from wanting to be close to you. So what do you feel then? Isolated. No one understands. No one knows where I'm going. No one's here to help. People are out to get me. It's not the truth. Especially not you. Especially not you. You know, Uncle Derek today, about a year back. We miss him, and he's got a huge vision for this place, and if it wasn't for him, the things that he maybe planted, not maybe, the things that he planted in my heart, made me want to do this even more. So we miss him. But he was also a guy who didn't like fault finding and grumbling. You know, Jericho didn't always look like this. There's a lot of things, we're trying our best to fix things here. But I can show you clearly things that are wrong. Clearly, outright, I can show you things that are not right. I can also see them. But I look past them. This place changed my life, bro. With all my faults, with all my arguing, with all my fighting, with all me moaning about this and moaning about that, getting bad news, carrying on, changed my life.
Amen.
Why? Because I chose it. Impatience is a huge thing in recovery.
Passion was good.
Impatience will stop you from recovering. It will stop you from getting the things that you need because you become impatient and you lose your reward. Everybody aims to leave here. That's how you leave. It's not when you leave. That's how you leave. Gary told me one thing also. He said to me, Jacques, when you leave a place, make sure you leave with a blessing. What would be a blessing? If I should leave here, what would be a blessing? It means, okay, it will mean Lucas will agree with me about my plans. It means Dirkie will agree with me about my plans. Rolf will agree with me about my plans. I don't leave this place with the bridge burnt.
No.
That's a blessing. Doesn't look in money terms. Stop looking at money terms as rewards. What God wants to give you is much more than that. It's stuff that changes your life. Yes, it might take 6 months, it might take longer. Why don't you give yourself the best opportunity just to be centered, boo? Make sure you're as solid as it possibly could be to make sure that you make the biggest success of your life and bring people to God's kingdom. Is that so much to offer up? A little bit of your time. For something that you can't even imagine reward. God's got a plan and a purpose. He tells us so many times when we're in these kind of mind spaces, we forget what the Bible says about you. No weapon against you shall prosper. Nothing. But I must have faith and trust in what God wants to do in my life. And at this stage, you need to let go. Surrender. And out of that grows things you can't even imagine.
It's good news.
It's the good news. I like that, God. The good news. Loved. Rolf said something profound the other day. Love him so much. If when you feel this way, fault finding, complaining, remember what you are grateful for. Remember what you are grateful for. Do you know how many people we show away here? It breaks my heart. And then I look around you guys and I see people don't want to be here. And I speak to people who are crying over the phone because they need help. Be grateful. Spirit-led. Nothing grows in negativity. Only thing that grows there is the things that make you more depressed. Constant fault finding gives you a temporary ego boost and the illusion of superiority, but crashes your mood seconds later. Seconds later. I'm up and then I'm down. You know, consistency is something that I like to strive for. I like consistency. And I'm a bit hard on myself, like all of you can be hard on yourself. I'm kind of the same way, and I know I shouldn't be, and all those kind of things, but I take kind of things a little hard, and then I make the same mistake twice, and then consistency is something that I strive for. I want to be consistent in things. I want to be consistent in the way the doctrine that we teach at Jericho. Not just me, but everybody else. Everything that I teach, I've been taught by the Holy Spirit or by my colleagues. Mentors, actually. I never said colleagues. Mentors. These people in my life are massive people in my life. People that correct me and help me and smack me if I don't listen. There's something magical that happens when your heart is to change and someone corrects you and you feel God in there. It hurts first. Then you understand. Revelation. Oh, he did that because this and this and this and this and this. Sure.
Sorry, John.
Yes.
Can you read that part when you say when you're negative that there's a short-term satisfaction?
Yes, I can. Constant fault finding gives you a temporary ego boost and the illusion of superiority. It crashes your mood seconds later. You know, some people she says it, are addicted to it. You know, people like to think that you're only going to be addicted to drugs and alcohol. I don't know the main, sure, it's the highlighted ones. Yes, it ruins your life much quicker than other ones, but there's a lot of things you can be addicted to. Healthy, unhealthy. Just get. You must be addicted to stuff that makes you grow, or addicted to such a. Don't you guys want to find out more about the guy who made all of this?
Go.
Who made you?
Look for him everywhere.
We are so worried about our troubles. And think about the things you've gone through already. You was there all the time. You've been through so many bad things. Why wouldn't he help you through this one? You're in these chairs, aren't you? Listen to me talk loudly. Sorry. Anyway. Jesus suffered gloriously, silently without complaining, trusting God, no matter how things looked. He remained the same in every situation. Every situation. This guy was in a bad way. Don't complain once. That's too sore. Why are you doing? Just get quiet. Through all of it. Suffering while they're banging nails through his wrists and feet. Forgive them, Father, because they don't know what they do. That's his attitude. Oh, days extra! For doing something wrong. That's an amazing thing. Jesus did nothing wrong. Nothing. You get an extras or 7 days because you swear you want to thump your stuff. He did nothing wrong. Why are you so entitled? He didn't respond patiently when things were easy and impatient when things are hard. guess what? You respond this way because things get hard. You respond with fault finding, groaning and moaning because things get hard. That's an opportunity to see God at work. Whew. The Bible scripture lets us know that Jesus is our example and that He came to show us how to live. How we handle ourselves in front of other people shows how they should live. You know, I have a big thing with monitors walking around like they're sulking. Because the rest of the camp looks at them and thinks that it's okay. I'm all for having a bad day. I'll have them myself. That's how I handle those days. It makes it count. I learn more from those days than I learn from the day that there's nothing happening.
Yeah.
Everyone in this room wants to be an example to other people. It's hard work. It's hard work. It's trusting what God says about you and what you can capable of doing. People use excuses for them to act the way they do. Just because your pain is understandable doesn't make your behavior acceptable. It's the honest truth. Everybody in this room is going through something at this point in time. Some of it good, some of it bad. A season comes, a season goes. You won't feel like this forever. But some of you act like this is your life. This is what you do then. Determines the rest. And I'm sorry if things that you're going through are really, really bad. I know how hard it can be, but I promise you it gets better. Amen. I promise with all my heart, I promise you. This isn't it. You're not made to come to rehab for the rest of your life. But you have to do one thing. Well, there's two things. Well, there's a lot of things. But two main ones. Trust. Fight. Trust. Fight. Haven't you lost enough? Have you given up on too much? Hasn't your impatience robbed you of so many things? How do you get to matric? You start school first, yeah. You start school, then how do you get to grade 2? You must pass grade 1. And to get to matric, you must pass them all. Okay, I'm not going to read you a story. She's very good in all those stories and things. We teach our children more by example than words. It's a monkey see, monkey do thing. You've seen that stuff before. It's like a lot of bad things you can pick up while you're a kid. And you'll see your parents do certain things. You know, I've heard stories. I haven't seen it myself. But I've heard a story about this guy used to smoke a lot of crack in front of his kids, and the kids were I think 3 or 4 years old, or even I can't remember. But he took up a crack pipe, like his dad. No, sir. You have a responsibility towards these kids. A massive one. I can see what you can do. You have a light inside of you that you need to shine. A huge one. God gave it to you. It's right there. Just tap into it. Why should changing your life be such a bad experience? It's the way you look at it, man. It's the way you look at it. If I look at this place like a prison, I'm going to feel like a
Prisoner.
yes. If I look at it like a disciple school, what will I be?
Disciple.
A school. I'll be a student. But no. It's rehab. Away from my family and friends. Life is running away. I need to catch up. I'm losing time. If you don't do this properly, you're going to waste some more time. Okay. An Old Testament example. Think about Joseph, who was unjustly mistreated by his brothers. They sold him to slavery and told his father that he had been killed by a wild animal. Meanwhile, he was purchased by a wealthy man named Potiphar, who took him into his home as a slave. God gave Joseph favor everywhere he went. That's nice. God gave him favor everywhere he went. Who doesn't want to walk in that? God gave Joseph favor everywhere he went, and soon he had favor with his new master. Joseph kept getting promoted. But another unjust thing happened. Potiphar's wife tried to entice him, having an affair, but because of his man of integrity, he would have no do anything with her. Lying to her husband, she said to Joseph he attacked her, which caused him to imprison him for some time. He hadn't done for something he hadn't done. Joseph tried to help others. The entire time he was in prison, he never complained, and because he had a proper attitude in suffering, God eventually delivered him and promoted him. He ultimately had so much authority in Egypt that no one else in the entire land was above him except Pharaoh himself. Listen to this. This is Lucas. It's not that we wait. It's how we wait. Waiting's inevitable. You're gonna wait. You tell me you have waited for nothing in your life. You've all waited for stuff. All the time. You waited to finish school. You waited to find a job. You waited to find a husband or a girlfriend or a wife. You waited to have kids. You waited. That's how you wait that matters. You're going to wait more when you leave here for lots of things. It's your attitude while waiting. That's
It works better if I do the flick.
Got it. Good one. Maybe people in the world are trying to find God, and what we show them is much more important than we tell them. You know, I don't know exactly the scripture, or I don't know exactly the thing, but it boils down to this. It says to a wife, it says, you know, if your husband's a non-believer, you know, carry yourself in a way that will entice him, which you want to be, you know, like you. And in that is this magical thing that When people see Jesus in you, they want to change.
Yeah.
I'm attracted to Jesus. I want to know more about him. People carry that in certain ways. You know, I've met people which are, I've met people, as soon as I just meet them, I just want to be around them. And this was an old saying that goes, you know, be the Bible that some people will never read. And that's a responsibility. We have a huge responsibility towards others. And things are tough. It's the first thing you must do. Rely and pray on God, trust that He knows what He's doing. Let lower the reins. Surrender your feelings and your things to Him. Even though you feel bad or lost, things will get better. You'll find a job. You'll find all things. You'll find the things, the desires of your heart. Put the kingdom first. Wait for grace. Put the kingdom first. Yeah. And we find that also so difficult. The thing is that the last thing we do is the first thing we should have done. I make a point of it now when I find myself in a situation. I must force myself to pray first, because immediately I want to go like, now I must sort some stuff out. But I must do this and I must do that, and I'll try to do it in my own strength, and I just fumble it and it falls big like, okay. Help! You're not alone. You're not alone. Not alone. Okay. Joseph tried to help others the entire time he was in prison. He never complained because there was a proper attitude in suffering. God eventually delivered and promoted him. He ultimately had so much power. I read that before. God also vindicated Joseph concerning the situation with his brothers. In that they had to come to Joseph for food when the whole land was in a state of famine. Once again, Joseph displayed a godly attitude by not mistreating them even though they deserved it. He told them that they had meant him for his no harm. God had worked out for his good. That they were in God's hands, not his. And that he had no right to do anything but bless them. Someone do you wrong, do you bless them? No. No. Pray for them. Pray for the people that persecute you. Pray for them. Pray for them. God, please, man, I'm in trouble here. Just bless these eyes. Maybe stop praying for yourself and say, God, maybe just change their hearts towards me, man. God, I know I didn't do anything wrong here, or maybe if I did, just show me. But if I didn't, and which I think I am right now, just maybe change their hearts towards me so, we can connect rather than separate. Please, God, help. I'm in trouble. God, today is a very tough day. Please help me and guide me through everything that I do. I cannot always do this on my own strength. I don't want to anymore. I've done all those things on my own, and here I am sitting here, Lord, and I'm having a very bad day. Please help me. I love you. You'll come running. Running. Father God, thank you, Lord, for all these people in this room. I lift them up to you, Father, broken hearted and all. I pray that you please guide them in all your ways. Please love them in ways they understand. Speak, minister to the Holy Spirit, things they need to hear. Encourage them, Father. They're all your sons and daughters.